City, a city located at the very edge of Central America in a country known for its famous structure, the Panama Canal. And its biodiversity is said to be more than the US, Europe, and Canada combined. So here's your guide to Panama City, Panama, Big Daddy style. Hi, and welcome to the very first video in my series, the South American series, where I traveled to 3 different South American countries in 1 month. I'm going to break it up into a little guide for each and every one. Panama City is one of those cities that many people don't know about. It is a hidden gem. You're not really going to enjoy it if you don't really know what you're doing when you go there. Lots of high-rise buildings, a lot of little towns. Definitely see a little bit of poverty when you are going in, but what country doesn't have their poverty? Actually very much enjoyed Panama City, more than I thought I would. I actually ended up going on accident. That was because Copa Airlines, this is not sponsored, was having a deal, and I think they still are having it right now from this film date, from what I heard, I don't know. If you travel to any South American destination, for example, I was traveling to Peru, they let you have a layover in Panama for free up to 7 days. So they're not gonna charge you extra for that cost. They only charge you for that one flight to any South American destination, and you get a layover in Panama for free up to 7 days, which is the only reason why I ended up going. Someone I knew told me all about it. Lovely, please stop. Stop it. So when he told me about this deal, I was like, you know what? This sounds really cool. I wasn't even planning on adding a 3rd country. I was originally only supposed to do Peru and Colombia. But hey, you know what? A free trip, let's go. What made this even better is I am a Hilton Rewards member, also not sponsored. I ended up getting my whole entire stay free when I went because I used all my points towards my beautiful Hilton hotel. So if you want to save money, this is an amazing way to do it if you are a Hilton Rewards member, or I'm sure if you do sign up for the Hilton card, you get like extra points for signing on. It is such an amazing deal. I use my rewards all the time and I definitely recommend it. So I basically got my flight and my hotel for free. Yes, you're hearing it this correctly, for free. Everything in Panama is all in US dollars. It is the same, it is equivalent. One Panamanian dollar is equivalent to 1 US dollar, so they're exchangeable. You can use either or while you were there. They mostly use US dollars, so it works out great. I didn't have to exchange any money either. But with that, it comes American prices, so everything is not gonna be cheap like you would think for like a South American destination. It is going to be a little bit more pricey. But without that being said, all I really had to pay for was my food and my transportation. One thing that was not too bad when I was there was the taxis and the Ubers. They were actually pretty cheap and affordable and super easy to get around. I stayed out in the city area with all the buildings, and everything in Panama City, the whole entire city, is going to be waterfront, which is amazing. You have views everywhere you go. Gorgeous. The best part of going is if you do not want to stay in a hotel, I recommend staying in Casco Viejo, because that's where majority of the things that you will be doing will be in Casco Viejo. That is about a 10 to 15 minute drive from where I was staying in where the high rises and the hotels and stuff are. So if you want, you could do an Airbnb for a really, really cheap price. I love Airbnb when I am traveling to different countries because they're typically much cheaper and you don't get those foreign transaction fees and property taxes. Yeah, you get a little other fees, but they're still cheaper than hotels nonetheless. And you could choose to stay really close within the city. Just make sure you're doing your research ahead of time, what part is safe and what is not, because I learned from the locals out there that there is a section of Casco Viejo that you should stay away from and is not considered safe. I will put the name right here right now because I quite don't know on my head. There is a lot of cool things to do in Casco Viejo. It is actually really cute. It's a colorful, vibrant town and it's very historic. So there's going to be historic buildings everywhere.
We're in Old Town, I think.
This is Old Town, yeah, historical town. This historic center. I don't know what this is.
These buildings are kind of cool though.
And if you want, There are usually people walking around who are giving tours. They're probably gonna charge you like $20 or something like that. Just make sure you ask them ahead of time because you don't want any surprise charges. They just go around and tell you the history and what each and every building means and what happened here. It's just really, really fascinating. There are other museums you can go to while you are there. There's also like the historic center where the cathedral is. And then I think in that same center, there is a museum for the Panama Canal. Yeah, unfortunately, I did not do the Panama Canal. We were limited in time and we definitely wanted to focus just on Panama City because the Panama Canal was about I wanna say like a 2-hour or so drive north of the city. We just did not wanna do all that. It was just a little bit far for us, and honestly, I was not very into it.
So we've decided we're not gonna go see the Panama Canal, and instead we're at a museum.
But we're gonna tell people we saw it.
Yeah, we're gonna learn all about it.
But if that's something that you want to do, then you should do it. Absolutely make the time for it. Just plan like at least more than half a day for it just because of the drive there and then the tour and everything that's there and then coming back. So, and also make sure you're searching ahead of time like taxis and stuff or ways you can get there. I'm not sure how much it would cost again because I did not go there. There really isn't national food of Panama. I mean, I'm sure there is, but it's just very simple. A lot of Caribbean influence, a lot of like beans and rice and meat. It's very simple, standard. I wouldn't say I was crazy about the food there. There are some nice little restaurants you can go to. I think we ended up eating at a Colombian restaurant while we were there just because they're neighbors with Colombia, so they have a lot of very similar types of food as they would in Colombia. I do know that the shaved ice is something very popular in Panama, and that is something you have to do when you're there. It's just like your typical snow cone. I guess you could say that is something that they are known for, so get yourself one of those little snow cone things. My favorite thing about that trip, and that the person who recommended me about the deal that Copa Airlines was having had also told me that you need to go to all the rooftops. They are such a vibe, okay? They're everywhere in Casco Viejo. You can find them on every single corner. The nightlife is so much fun, okay? I went on a Wednesday night and man, boy was it poppin'. You can find some that are lit even during the week. It was just such an amazing time. It was one of my favorite nights out in my whole South American trip. So if you are into the nightlife scene, or even if you're not, they have even cute restaurants on the rooftop. Go find yourself a rooftop, okay? Even if it's for food or going out, they're everywhere and it's so cute because you have the ocean and you have the city views. Chef's kiss. Another thing that we did in Panama City was we visited the Rainforest. There is a place called Metropolitan Park and it is about a 20-minute drive from the city. It is a beautiful place to go hiking. So you get to be surrounded in nature and they give you a map, so you have to go to the front and then they give you a ticket and you have to pay like a few dollars for an entrance fee. It's literally nothing. You get to choose what path you want to go on and they have a really, really long one and they have like a shorter one depending on what you want to do. We ended up going a little bit late because we were hungover from the night before. So we ended up going to take the shorter one, but it was still so pretty. There was a part where we were on the mountain and we were surrounded by nature and you could see the city and the ocean from a distance and it was just really pretty. It was so breathtaking. So if you are into outdoorsy stuff and nature, I highly recommend it. Also, there's a ton of bugs and mosquitoes everywhere.
Little creepy crawler, little Mr. Centipede. Look, those are ants carrying leaves. Look how many of them there are.
So make sure you are packing off. Do not wear shorts, wear leggings, or wear long pants. Even gentlemen, please, because my boyfriend was getting bit all up and down in his shorts and I was so thankful I had my leggings on because they will eat you up. And like I mentioned earlier in my intro, it has one of the largest biodiversities in the world. With that being said, there's going to be a lot of different creatures. Also, you are going to be able to run into other animals. I believe we ran into some monkeys and we also ran into some like deer, just really cute creatures. Oh, and I saw a frog. So cute.
Ribbit, ribbit.
What if he's poisonous?
Hi, Mr. Frog. Oh, Yes. Oh my gosh, we're sleep.
I definitely think that you need to go to Metropolitan Park for your next trip to Panama City. Also, I just wanted to mention that there are so many cute places to take photos. So when you are in Casco Viejo, bring your camera, bring your iPhone, take those pictures because you will get the cutest shots because it is very picturesque and absolutely adorable. You are maybe on an extra day. But my name is Big Daddy Quinn. I'm really happy you clicked on this video. If you liked it, please subscribe and hit that like button because it helps me out. Also, if you want more content like this and you want to know when I post more content like this, then ding that notification bell icon. I hope you come and follow me on the rest of my journeys because let me tell you, there's gonna be a lot of them. Also, if you just like advice videos on your life, I like to tell it how it is. That's why I'm the Big Daddy. I tell it how it is on everything, travel and life. Big Daddy out.